the Hockinety 200-foot cable zip line. The instructions other folks it's reported on them as being terrible. Well, I agree, and so this is how I went about it. But there's the far off tree. Here's the far off tree. That end has got the open cable. It doesn't have a loop on it. It's just the blunt end of the cable. So that gets looped around. They give you a little piece of hose you can put over the cable. You wind it around that part of the, that's the beginning part of the zip line, the taller part. Ours is 9 feet, this is, or 12 feet, this is 6 feet, about 150 foot worth of cable, and so we rose 3% or 3 feet rise, 3 to 6 feet rise per 100. So we just compromised and put it in between, and so we use the clamps on that end only. So you use the 3 little pinch clamps or the 4 pinch clamps. I use 4 of those because they only give you 6, and I use 2 on this end because this end just a safety part of the cable that they give you the clamps for, and I'll show you that. So here's the brake mechanism on the tree. Here's the cable and the pulley. There's the brake, and here's the confusing part. So yes, this part here, this like toe strap type of line here, that goes to that's just a short piece. It's just a little piece, and then it goes to the hook. The cable that came off the front tree that they jump off of or ride off of comes down here and goes around this pin. I put some safety wire on the pin. They don't give you any way to secure it from that end for some reason. Maybe the pressure on it just won't allow it to slide out, but I didn't want it to rotate off of there. There's no bolt end on the other end. And then the other part of that rides up to a safety cable. And that's just there, I believe that's just there as a leftover probably from a previous design kit before they started using the ratcheting mechanism. And that's just on there to, in case something breaks, that comes down, and maybe if the strap breaks, that would hold it. So, that cable just goes around the tree here, and then you could use your ties, and just the loop there just goes off into space. And then the main part of this, without the shorter strap, the long strap that comes affixed to the ratchet goes around the tree through the loop, and the loop doesn't even have to be tight when you're done because the strap itself is tight. Excuse me about that. And the strap itself will stay tight once the cable is tight, and then you just ratchet it tight and that'll pull this short piece of fabric that they give you with that goes from here to here, and that'll allow you to cinch this tight. So the part that comes on the ratcheting like toe ratchet mechanism, that we wrapped around twice around the tree. Maybe you only need 1 loop, but that goes around the tree. It goes through the loop, as you can see there, and then it goes, and then the ratchet just ends. Then you'll slip this part here, the short piece, into here, and make sure you're going in the right direction. So when you ratchet this, you're not hitting the upper side of this. So make sure this goes in from kind of like the top end. Otherwise, when you go to ratchet it, it will ratchet, that end will be up against this fabric, and you won't be able to get it tight. It won't work that way. So put this in on the top end, and you'll see that now I can pull down on this. There's nothing in the way, but if you put this in the wrong way, this is upside down, and when it's all the way open, it won't work. So hopefully that helps you. Once again, the little strap that's got the two ends on it, that goes to the pin here, around the tree and just as used for safety. The toe strap type ratcheting mechanism for the hold down you see on trucks and stuff, that goes around the tree, goes through itself through the loop, and then the short piece of strap goes into the rotary part of this. It's got a slot that you can put the fabric through, and then that pulls all of this tight. Now you can't pull you have to take the slack off of the one end. You have to pull a lot of the slack out of it manually, but once you get a lot of the slack out, the ratchet works perfectly. It probably is better than a turnbuckle, and which comes with a lot of them. Now you could just yank on that and get it tight when you want it, and that's how it works. So hopefully this is helpful to you.